All right, today in math, we are actually wrapping up chapter 3. So we've been working for a couple weeks now on tens and ones, and we are finally getting to the end of that. So I want you guys, you should have your math folder by now. If you don't have your math folder, go ahead and pause it and get those passed out. And when you get your math folder, I want you to turn and pull out this chapter 3 review is what it should say at the top. The page number is 57. So go ahead and get this out. If you need to pause it for a minute to get ready, that's fine. I'm gonna do this page with you front and back. I'm gonna go over the answers. I'm gonna tell you what to do. If you need to pause it at any time to get caught up or to work through something, that is fine. But I'm gonna work through it, and then when I finish, just like always, you're gonna get the black and white copy to do on your own today, okay? So let me kind of get my thing set up here so I'm gonna try to flip it around so you guys can see the math paper. Here we go. It's gonna take me a minute to get this right. I'm worried that on the board it's gonna be sideways, so I hope it's okay, boys and girls. If not, I am really sorry about that. That's not gonna be tall enough. Hold on, I'm gonna set you down for just a minute while I go try to find something taller. Put that on. All right, I found a bowl. Let's see if this works. I hope it's gonna stay. Well, I'm trying, guys, I'm trying. Okay, all right, I'm gonna have to move it this way a little bit so you guys can see. Okay, hopefully this will work. All right, so in this top part up here, boys and girls, we are going to write the number of tens and ones. Now, we've talked about this for this whole unit. Anytime we have a bar, these bars are 10. Any bar always equals 10. Any group of things that they show you on our math sheets are going to be 10. So we don't have to count all the little boxes. We know that a bar is 10. And we know cubes are 1. Okay, so we're going to count how many tens we have here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 tens. So I want you to write 8 in the tens box because that's how many tens we have. And then we're going to count how many ones we have. I have 1, 2, 3. So I have 8 tens and 3 ones, and that makes my number 83. So go ahead and make sure you've got that written in that first box, okay? All right, for number 2, I've got 3 tens, 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna write 3 here. And then I'm gonna count my ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna write that there. Together, 3 tens and 5 ones makes the number 35. Over here, I'm just gonna count my tens, I'm gonna count my bars, and I'm gonna count my blocks separately. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 tens, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 ones. So if I have 6 tens and 9 ones, that number is 69, okay? That is that first section done. So if you do not have that, go ahead and write that in. If you have any questions about that, you can pause it, and I'm sure Ms. Patterson can help you answer those questions, okay? All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on. You guys can just come to me when you're ready. All right, down here, this is always hard for us, this middle section right here. But what they've done here is they have broken it apart down here to look just like these pictures. Up here we have pictures, it's really the same thing. But instead of pictures, we have numbers. So we have the number 50 and we have 4. And we've got to decide if we put 50 and 4 together, would we have 51, 54, or 45? Well, I'm gonna look at the tens place and I have a 5. And I'm gonna look in the ones and I have a 4. So 5 tens and 4 ones is 54. I need to bubble in 54, okay? All right, down here we're doing 20 plus 7. Is it 75, 70, or 27? Well, I'm gonna look at my tens number, which is a 2. I'm gonna look at my ones number, which is a 7. So 2, 7 would be 27. Okay. Down here we have 80 plus 3. Is it 38, 85, or 83? Well, I've got an 8 in the tens place and a 3 in the ones place. So if I put those two numbers together, it would give me 83. We have to make sure we go in order from tens to ones. Otherwise, we might say 38, and 38's not right. That means we would have to, 38 would be 30 plus 8. Be totally a different set of numbers. So we have to go with what's in the tens place has to be in the tens place here, and what's in the ones place here has to be in the ones place there. Okay? All right, over here. This is where we're kind of going to do the opposite. We're going to break a number apart. So we have 92. Well, we have a 9 in the tens place. So I'm going to put that here, but a 9 in the tens place is not 9. It's 90 because it's tens. Okay, 9 in the tens place is actually the number 90, and then we're going to put the 2 in the ones place. So 92 equals 90 plus 2. Okay? 80 plus 5. Well, here's our tens place. Here's our ones place. 80 plus 5 is 85. 70 plus 6. 7's in our tens place. 6 is in our ones place. 76 is the answer. Okay, all of this is review. All of this we have done for several days now. Okay, these down here are ones that have several steps. We have to write the number of we have. So we're going to look at the picture and write how many we have. Then we're going to circle the single blocks to make pairs. So over here, we're going to circle ones to make pairs, and then we're going to decide if it's even or odd. Remember, even means it always has a pair, and odd means there's somebody left out. Okay, so we're going to see what number we have first. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Can't write 60 though because we can't forget these two that are left over here. So we have 61, 62. So we have 62 shown in the picture, okay? Now we've got to circle the single blocks to make pairs. So pairs is a group of 2. So we're going to circle 2 blocks because those are the 2 that are left out. And then we have to decide if it's even or odd. Do both of our blocks have a partner? Yes, they do. Nothing is left out of the circle. So this is an even number. Even means everybody has a partner. Okay? All right, over here, we're going to count our numbers first. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. Our number is 85. Now we're going to circle single blocks to make pairs. So a pair is 2. I'm going to circle these 2, and I'm going to circle these 2. Now, even number means everybody has a pair. Does everybody have a pair here? No, it doesn't. There's one block left out, so this has to be an odd number. All right, if you need to pause it here and finish anything, you can go ahead and do that. I will try to put this sheet right here, so if you need to pause it, I'm afraid it's going to be crooked. Maybe if I turn it like this, if you need to pause it right now, you can to get caught up, okay? And I'll see if I can kind of figure out a way to do the rest of the video like that. I don't know if I can, though. We'll try it like this, and we'll see. Okay. Right on this back side. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'll fold it over. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Okay. Right here, maybe this is better. I'll try to stand up so you can see it. All right. It's still... Okay. We are counting to 100 by 5s, okay? So we're going to count all the way to 100. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we are counting by 5s, okay? We're going to keep going. If you need to pause it at the end, you can, all right? 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, and now we're going to go to the second row. 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. All right, so there is your caterpillar. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Okay, so if you need to pause it there to get caught up, you can. All right, we're going to look down here. Complete the number sequence. That just means we're writing the next number that would come if we continued the pattern. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6 would be the next number. We're just counting by 1. Okay. For number 14, we're counting by 5s here. So we've got 55, 60, 65, 70 would be the next number because we're counting by 5s. All right, down here we're doing 10s. 20, 30, 40, 50 would be next. And 40, 45, 50, 55. And that one we were counting by 5s. Okay, so you just have to look at the numbers and see what the pattern is, and then you can figure out what would come next. All right. Okay, in this section down here, we are comparing the numbers and circling the correct sign. All right, so we're just looking at the numbers, and we're going to circle if it's greater than or less than to this number over here. Now remember, we're always going to have the mouth open to the bigger number. We're going to eat the bigger number. So 64 is greater than 48, or 64 is less than 48. It's going to be greater because we're going to eat the bigger number, 64. So 64 is greater than 48. Over here, 73 is greater than 85, or 73 is less than 85. It's going to be less than, because we're going to open the mouth and eat the bigger number. 17 greater than 29, or 17 is less than 29. It should be less than 29. And 52 is greater than 36, or 52 is less than 36. It's going to be greater because 52 is the bigger number. It would get eaten. Okay? All right, you can pause it there if you need to. I can pull this up to a little bit bigger, so if you want to stop it, you can. And take picture or just fill in what you missed, okay? All right, I'm going to flip this around again real quick to talk to you before we go, okay? So that is the review page that we do together. What I want you to do now, if you have time, I don't know if you'll have time or not. If you have time, I want you to complete the chapter review, page 51 and the back 52 in your black and white packet. It should be relatively the same as what you did in here. It's just different numbers maybe. So I want you to work on this on your own. If you have questions, of course, you can go to the desk and ask the teacher, but I want you to try to figure this out on your own so we can see what you know. And then Miss Patterson will collect them for me, and then I will grade these. So if you don't get done today, then we'll spend time tomorrow as well working on this before we move on, okay? So front and back. Top part is just 10s and 1s. The middle part is the same. It's just circling the number and then writing the number. Writing the number that you have, and then circling the pairs and odd and even. The back is the same too, counting by 5s, finishing the sequence, and greater than, less than. Okay? All right. Do your best work, and when you finish, turn in your folder to Mrs. Patterson.